Hello, this is Nitin Dahad with the Times. I'm speaking to one of the Intel Foundry ecosystem partners here at Intel Foundry Direct Connect, Analog Bits CEO Mahesh Tirupattur. Mahesh, hello.
Hello, Nitin. Welcome to California. It's nice and sunny today.
It certainly is, and it's always sunny in California, isn't it?
Most days are.
Okay, so we're here at a very vibrant ecosystem pavilion show floor. Some of the things we heard about this morning were around power, and I think kind of the applications, the AI, the power density, the technology roadmap. What are your thoughts on sort of what you've heard here?
Yeah, the problems that the industry is facing was well articulated this morning. Clearly, everyone's worried about performance, but in order to optimize for performance, one needs to manage power first, because it's power driving the performance and not the other way around. And so that was very clearly articulated. Clearly, Intel has got a lot of breakthrough technology with their 18A, 18AP, and also follow on with 14A as well. And all of it has common threads in terms of performance optimized for power, and performance ultimately being the king, but power being the main problem everyone's
and there's a lot
solve.
of talk about that. One of the technologies, the backside power as well.
Yes, the backside power certainly solves a lot of the signal integrity and the power distribution problems, but still it does not go away. It's somewhat mitigated, but still the problem exists.
So, what are the things you think that could be done that address that that sort of challenge at the root level?
At the root level. So chips are getting bigger and bigger. As we could see, they were all pushing reticle size limits beyond limits.
Yeah.
Therefore, every block within the chip has to have a regulated power. In terms of regulating, meaning even lowering the power supply voltage down to where the SRAM retention voltages are going to be. And that's the only way that people are going to be able to optimize power on a granular level. And hence that's becoming even more critical, and it's evident from what's being talked about. Even if you're feeding it from the backside, everything has to be carefully regulated to manage and optimize for power. So it's very encouraging to see that we are moving technology in a very fast way, and it's even more exciting to see some of the problems that we will be facing in tomorrow's modern SoCs.
What is it that Analog Bits' role is in this ecosystem? I think that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, very nice
understand.
question. As you can see, the big ecosystem suppliers like Synopsys and Cadence are all focused on either CPU architecture and interconnect architecture, and also standard libraries. But no one talked about power architecture. How are they going to solve the power problems? That's really where Analog Bits will come in. We really have many design building blocks and IP blocks which enable customers to manage power, detect power issues, and also modulate the power to build optimal systems. Data center being a case where you have multiple cores of CPU running there, and each of them have to be regulated. Another area where we've really made a great breakthrough is the concept of eliminating a lot of analog power supplies needed to feed the analog blocks. So no more analog pins. So the pinless technology that we have eliminates all the analog pins, and that's another big breakthrough for us to be working with advanced foundries.
So is that what differentiates you, say, for example, from some of the work that EDA companies are doing in that, providing that power IP?
Yeah, power sensing power issues and also regulating power is the area that we are working on. And we're working on FinFETs, and we'll be soon working on ribbon FETs at Intel.
And there's lots going on here. Last week was a TSMC symposium as well. You had a lot of partners announced there as well.
Right.
You were one of those as well, weren't you?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. It was a very vibrant show, much like this. Many same industry people, but no more faces, newer faces as well.
And I think you announced the 2 nanometer IP as well.
Yes, we announced working silicon of our 2 nanometer, and we've also taped out a second 2 nanometer as well. So we continue to work with both the foundries.
Okay, and what do you think are the big power challenges right now? We talked about it earlier, but do you think people get what they need to do when they're designing these systems, or is there something fundamentally missing?
There are a lot of new problems people are trying to solve. If you look at many of the chips today, they're not taking hundreds of amps. They're taking thousands of amps. And we're taking thousands of amps, and that's feeding through all these bumps. There are newer problems. So to many customers, the problems are popping out as something new they've never encountered before. So technology has to be developed in conjunction with customers and working with them as partners. So to some extent, people are aware of glitches and spikes, which we can help, and managing power regulation. But there are also other problems which are coming up. And as we talk to customers who are building bigger chips and systems, we work with them collaboratively to come up with solutions for that.
And that's a big thing I've heard as well today, collaboration, teamwork, ecosystem. We need to listen to customers. We heard that a lot from Intel. Do you think there's a lot of change there at the moment?
Yeah, we see a little bit of, at least I see a considerable amount of change today. With Lip-Bu starting the whole conference with acknowledging the ecosystem first, and then the technology was quite an eye-opener, and is a change in pace of how they're viewing this whole industry.
Change in perspective, I guess.
Change in perspective, exactly.
Yeah, so I think I've heard a lot here, but I mean, we won't go into that. But so what's your final thought? Yeah, good?
Great. I think we need strong foundries to succeed well in this world. So there are choices for customers and for IP suppliers like us.
All right. Well, Mahesh, thank you very much.
Pleasure, Nitin.
Thank you.
you.